would be Tunisia would be to try to win against Senegal by 11 points or more. Now that is in the next game. And then if they win by less than 10, sorry, and they also have to win against Congo tomorrow. And then if they lose by less than 10, then Cameroon has to beat Senegal tomorrow as well. So still a lot of interesting permutations that go along with this group. Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Alexandria, Egypt. We are underway the African Qualifiers Game Day 11 battle between South Sudan in the black and DR Congo in the yellow. And look at that, Jock coming right out and knocking down the opening three-pointer for South Sudan. So playing with a lot of confidence, playing with a bounce in their step. We just saw South Sudan race into a big lead yesterday against Senegal. Then Senegal came back strong. It looked like South Sudan were going to have their qualification put on hold, only to come good at the end. Jordan Sacco spins his way down low and scores. Could be an area where they could have some success today. DR Congo down in that low post. They're big, strong, athletic. Omot, who puts it up from deep, just gets the rim, but then the ball falls kindly to Jock again. And the shot blocked right at the rim by Akuth. But the three-pointer ties it up. So Kamba getting his first points. Driving in and getting fouled, Ding Akuth. So he earns a trip to the free throw line. You can really see this relaxed feeling of South Sudan. There's Luwal and his brother Aju. The brain trust today for South Sudan. Mutuale Molela with the responsibility of bringing the basketball up the floor. Long rebound for Evariste Shonganya. Now the penetration, and the ball goes out. And the follow, and boy, great chance there for Evariste Shonganya, but he couldn't put it back. Was Kamba missing from the three-point range this time. Nuni Omot putting it up and missing. He was instantly recognizable yesterday because of the white headband that he wore, as well as Akuth, but neither have gone with white headbands today. Here's Omot catching the long inbounds pass. Jock steps to his right and short off the front of the rim, and then commits the foul. Ball dumped down low. Hit, comes back out. A little runner. Stay with it. And turn it over. Bounce pass. Back to Akuth. And he hands it off. 3-point attempt, and he's fouled on the shot. He's got a chance for a 4-point play. Just a really poor play by Evariste Shonganya. So Bul Kowal, who really came up big yesterday in crunch time for South Sudan, with a chance for a 4-point play. Shonganya has to have much better control. Get a hand up in the face. But you simply cannot barge into the shooter, and certainly you can't take away his landing space either. You're going to be given up. You're going to be called for the foul. So 4 points for Kowal, and suddenly it's a 6-point lead. Sacco has on the low post. He goes to work. The double team comes. He puts up a tough shot. And there's the follow. Well, that athleticism, I think, is really going to give them a chance on the offensive boards. We've seen it already a couple of times. Now the handoff, and just no defense whatsoever offered by DR Congo. South Sudan just picking them apart. At this rate, South Sudan are going to break the century mark. A good hustle by Sunday Deck, but then the ball thrown out of bounds, and it'll be Congo basketball. Oh boy, sloppy turnover. Bounce pass. Oh, nice sharing of the basketball, but Akuth doesn't catch it cleanly. And he gets the foul. So he was hacked by Sacco, but also Fula. So timeout on the court. Both teams head over to the bench. And we'll go down to the huddle and see if we can listen in from the coach.
Ça va switcher beaucoup, mais anticipez les switches pour pas qu'on prenne les shoots à la gueule.
We're going to switch a lot. All right,
Okay.
transition.
Ensuite, Jordan,
Don't give it wide open threes.
tu vas prendre au mode. D'accord?
You're taking one now.
Là,
Numéro 1.
le 1. Ok?
Numéro 1.
Quand il fait les écrans, tu te mets là et tu montes juste un bras pour que lui il fasse ça. Comme ça, Malé, tu passes.
One step show. One step show.
D'accord? Tu restes dans l'ombre. Ok?
You stay in the
En
shadow, right?
attaque, exécutez les plays, les gars.
Non,
On fait plus
just
les plays là.
execute
Ok?
on offense.
On fait arm side.
So South Sudan right now making it look pretty easy here today, going up against DR Congo. South Sudan leading 13-7. It's going to be fascinating to see how this team plays when they compete at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. And the big question will be where they end up. Will they end up in Indonesia? Will they end up in Japan? Or possibly go straight to the Philippines, which is also where the final round will be played. Here is nice move and nice finish for Jordan Sacco. Kabuya's come into the game. That was the assist for Mutuale Malela. Combo was open for a second there. Well, DR Congo, they could get closer here. Oh, nice hesitation. The drive and the rejection from Akuth put paid to that attempt. Deck for three, and the long rebound, a chance to run. Here comes Conde, Garmin Conde, and the ball knocked away in the layup, and a little sloppy in the backcourt for South Sudan once again. It was Machu Kamba. And all of a sudden, it's only a 2-point lead for the Bright Stars. An offensive foul. And suddenly, South Sudan have hit a little tailspin. So some substitutions are going to be made by Coach Luol Ding. They're able to take the ball deep, but Barr, who's come in, makes an immediate impact, comes up with the steal. Pump fake. Ding takes the bump, and he will go to the line. Ding had a really good first half yesterday. So the foul on Jack Kapongo Kabuya. So Ding at the free throw line and goes off the front of the rim. He came into this averaging 7.7 points, 3.2 rebounds per game. Had a terrific outing the first meeting against DR Congo with 19 points. And in that game, he was 3 of 6 from behind the arc. So also had 9 points yesterday. He was terrific. 4 of 6 from the floor. Only played 8 minutes. Scored 9 points. So there is a foul, a reach. So that was on Getkuth. Oh boy, telegraph pass. Kabongo Kabuya quite rightly says, hey guys, I need to come back and give me another option to throw. Coverage is too good from South Sudan. He has to end up making a long pass at mid-court. Shonganya back in the game. Needs to get rid of it. The double team comes, and it was too late. Now quickly, Getkuth, and the ball knocked out of his hands and out of bounds. Getkuth, one of those players that played at the AfroBasket a year and a half ago. The question will be who's going to make up that South Sudanese team at the World Cup. Here is a three-point shot. Bull Coil missing, but Ding with the offensive rebound. So DR Congo commit the foul, their 4th foul. Oh boy, that looked like very good defense there. Tough luck for Shonganya. That's why he was protesting. Picks up his 2nd foul. He's going to go out. He did have a lot of ball. But those things even out over the course of the game. So here's Ding, and it's interesting why he doesn't get as many minutes as you might think, because he certainly seems to help them when he's out on the court. Ajak Deng, told you he played so well in the previous game against DR Congo. Plays in Australia for Can. 2.05 meters in height, 6 feet 9 inches. 29 years of age. It's the sixth qualifier that he's played in. Oh, goodness gracious, look at that, going right down the lane and throwing it down. Machu Kamba, it's not just about the three-point shots for him. He can also elevate. Hangs on the rim. Barr, laser pass to the wing. And ball goes off of Padet Wang, and into the backcourt. There's Padet Wang getting in. Plays for Lloyd Gardner, Surrey Scorchers in England. Big honor for him to be in this team tonight. Big opportunity in this window. Here goes Camp again. He's feeling it. He puts it up, and wow, he's doing it all right now. And look at this. We've got a tie game. DR Congo looking to spring the upset. Padet Wing, nice move. Oh, nice spin. At the stripe, he makes it. Cam again takes the punishment, gets it to the corner, and Kapongo Kabuya misses, but the offensive rebound. Kabuya passes over the other side of the court. And they're doing a good job on the boards. Sacco again with the offensive rebound, and oh, he's called for the travel. That's great effort from Sacco. Watch this. He gets it here. That's a tough call, but referee is right there. So South Sudan up 18-16, and we've got a timeout. Timeout called by South Sudan. Let's try to listen to Coach Luol Deng.
Sudan, fucking bully him on the board. Fucking hit first. The shot is going up. I'm watching you guys. It's not about going to get the ball. Hit your guy first. Let somebody else get it.
Everybody's going every time. Like I said,
they're getting like 3-4 shots every possession. We got to eliminate that. All right, look. Coming down. Meringue, bring the ball up here. Padit, you're here. Cross screen. 5, come here. Put the ball in the post. All right? Work your way down. Deng, you're here. Majuk, work your way down. When the ball goes in the post, Meringue, when you pass it cut, it's screen Majuk's guy. Majuk, you're coming right in the middle. Look for Majuk right here. You'll go to the corner. All right? Come on. Go. Defense on 3. 1, 2, 3. Defense.
Hey, tennis going left.
Majuki got the ball.
So coming out of the timeout, let's see if South Sudan can get back to playing Bright Stars basketball. Barr gets it over, and well, he is just solid. Dang, I am just so impressed by him. He just offers some size, a nice shooting touch. There is the drive and the offensive glass once again for DR Congo. And this is really where they can do some damage today. I thought that was the case at the beginning of the game, and I think so even more now. The key for DR Congo, as you see, the foul, the reach. It was on Ding Angok Yakding. The key for them is to not turn the basketball over and to get the shots up on the glass and then to go for it. And we've seen it too many times tonight. And Sacco cuts it back to a 2-point game. Nine of their 11 rebounds have come on the offensive glass, DR Congo. Another rebound. And probably an area of concern for South Sudan when you look at what they're going to be facing going down the road. You can't be giving away that many offensive rebounds. Well, the way they played yesterday, DR Congo, you would have thought that they might not be ready to play today. But at least in this first quarter, they look ready. 1-point game. So they're coming out to make a statement. Still have the faint hopes of moving on to the World Cup. Pat Wang missing from deep. Here he is chasing the ball down in the corner. Oh, beautiful bounce pass. No, it was knocked away. It was the right idea. Kamba, he's had the hot hand. He puts it up. It's good. He is just loving it. I mean, he is having a good time out there. Kamba. He's the best player in the court right now, folks. You better guard him, South Sudan, or this could be a long afternoon for you. Machu Kamba has 12 points. He had that sensational dunk, and DR Congo lead it 21-20 over South Sudan. South Sudan inside the arc, okay, 4-5. But look at that, 6 of 14 DR Congo. But the reason why that doesn't matter is because they're getting so many offensive rebounds.
Show up now. We're not going to play with this team back and forth. The offensive rebounding, they're bullying us on the board. We're getting whatever we want here.
So here's a look back at the highlights. DR Congo, Jordan Sacco getting in on the act early on. Kamba as well. Sacco with 7 points and Kamba with 12. So they've got 19 of the team's 21 points. And I'd say it's imperative that both of these guys are on the court for as long as possible. Kamba plays for CD Maristas Palencia, 27-year-old. And Jordan Sacco, also in Spain with CB Breogán. There's Kamba. Looks like it's a practice for him. Given all kinds of space. Hey folks, download the Courtside 1891 in your smartphone using that barcode on the screen to get video stream schedules and scores at your fingertips. And also at your kids' fingertips when they have your phone. Nice to be able to know that wherever you are, you can watch the action. (21-20), DR Congo on top of South Sudan, and they have got the ball to start the second quarter. Kamba, who's had the hot hand. The Sacco now into the corner. Somebody else needs to get involved. Right idea. The finish wasn't there, but yet another offensive rebound. It ends up with Kamba. And this time he misses his shot just a little bit to the left. Bukoal missing, and Campbell with the rebound. Arsene Mwamba left wide open, so he takes it, and he makes it. Their biggest lead of the game. Uncharted territory because they trailed from start to finish yesterday against Cameroon. And that is terrific. Oh no, he got hold of him. Thought he had some ball there, but it's Omat, who, same player that got this South Sudan team going yesterday against Senegal, drives in and earns a trip to the free throw line. Nuni Omat makes the first. (28 years of age right now with the Westchester Knicks. Played some previously before that in Puerto Rico, Leones de Ponce, and before that in Germany, Gießen 49ers, and before that in Turkey with Tofaş, and also Trefl Sopot in Poland. He's been around. Here's another basket. Impressive form right now for this DR Congo team. Didn't see it coming. That was Garmin Kande Kiele. Kamba with the assist. Kamba's involved with a lot of good things for this DR Congo. Here's Cole missing from the corner. A chance to run. It's Garmin Kande Kiele hands it off to Kamba, but he fumbles it away. And now South Sudan running. This is a three if it goes. And now the long rebound. Chased down by Machu Kamba. And that was just enough defense from Duke Jok to force the turnover by Arsene Mwamba. Kamba's going to get his first breather of the game. I guess Droid wants to sit him down just for a minute, just to let him catch his breath, but you want to get him back out there, I would think, because that's the player really more than anybody that's giving you a platform to build on here today. Omat for three. Well, you knew that was only a matter of time before Nuni Omat struck from downtown. He's now got 5 points. Saku has it, going up against Duke Jok. Turns, what a play by the veteran Jordan Sacco. A lot of good stuff from this DR Congo team today. They're just keeping it simple. Nuni Omat thought about launching it. Sunday Deck. And the ball, kicked anyway. Cool puts it up from deep. And look at the fight for the rebound. And it's Akuth that comes up with the basketball. And Jok has it knocked out of his hands by Kabuya, but the whistle blows. Well, that's a couple of times where Kapongo Kabuya has done a pretty good job defensively. Granted, there was some contact there, but on the reach, he got all ball, just like before on the drive he had all ball, and he was whistled for the foul. So he's a little bit frustrated, but his coach just trying to tell him to focus on the game, don't worry about the refereeing. So now South Sudan turn it over. And you wonder you know, South Sudan don't win this game, how it might shake them up a little bit psychologically. I think it's a team that wants to keep winning, building that confidence. Bulkuo guarding the basketball right now is Malela Mutuale Balume. And just as I expected, Machu Kamba is back in the game, number 10 for DR Congo. Right idea, oh, great hands. What an effort that was from Garmin Kande. I mean, that was a tough situation. He was able to reach down, get the basketball, and then just go up and score with that jump hook. This does not look like the same DR Congo team that played yesterday against Cameroon. Now that basket is not going to count. Foul. Well, have they called the foul on Kande, or have they called it on Sacco? Because if it's on Sacco, I think South Sudan believe, yeah, it is on Sacco. They believe he was already with the drive in his shooting motion. So probably a tough break for South Sudan. So they ruled that he was not even in the shooting motion, and they get nothing out of it. And you can understand why the ref made the call. Here's Jock, and another jump shot for Jock. Malela Mutuale. Here is Garmin, and Garmin Kande Kiele is all of a sudden decided, jump on my back and I'm gonna carry us for a while. He's been terrific, and DR Congo with their biggest lead of the game. And right now we're understanding, again, why this team looked so good early in their qualifying campaign. Meanwhile, Duke Jock goes down and buries one from the top of the key. Long two if it goes. The dump and the foul. 3-point play opportunity coming for Barr. Well, Coke Barr just makes it look easy. Look at this, he catches it, the layup. And now he goes to the line. It's his first basket of the game. We've got timeout, 4:19 remaining. It's DR Congo leading at 33-31, but South Sudan charging back. Well, DR Congo on a 5-game losing streak and going up against a South Sudan team that beat them by 43 points in the first meeting between these two teams in the African qualifiers, which was their heaviest ever defeat in the African qualifiers, showing a different face today. And it's so far, I don't think it's what South Sudan were expecting. Machu Kamba coming out leading the team with 12 points. South Sudan came into this on a roll with 9 wins in their 10 games. So We'll see what type of impact Barr has on the rest of this game, but that was a good sign if he's going to start getting involved. But I suppose what's worrying for DR Congo is that they got up by several points, but right now it's back to a 1-point game. That lead has been erased very quickly. There's Drew calling the plays, trying to get everybody on the same page. Wally Fula and Gago had the 15 points yesterday, so he was shouting at. And a little bit more active that time from South Sudan on the boards, knocking it out of Gula McKindy's hands. Look at this. The reach. Barr might have been fortunate not to get the foul call there. If only because sometimes when you see a player reach like that, here's Kual going out of the game, limping out of the game. Hopefully it's nothing serious. He'll get some treatment immediately. So I'm not sure what Luol Deng is upset about. And Ajudeng. Luol on the right there, giving the referee an earful. You got to remember with Luol Deng, seems like he would have been tempted to keep playing a few years ago when he started this program. He's now 37 years of age, and yes, we do have players that are still playing at 37. I think Marcelinho Huertas actually is 39. He still plays for Brazil. Luol Deng looks like he's kept himself in really good shape over there. So the ball knocked out of the hands, and here's Fula. Oh boy, doesn't catch it, and that was an opportunity. I think that's what frustrates Coach Droid over there on the sidelines. Oh, beautiful pass and making the cut. Barr and South Sudan back in front. Good job, Padat Wang, with that bullet pass. Now the defense picking up Padat Wang, and then Barr reaching in, knocking it away. Look at him keeping his dribble. Malela Mutuale Balume, but they still turn it over, and the faster pace is working to South Sudan's advantage. Almost fouled as he goes up. He was going to try to attempt a reverse layup there. Gula McKindy called for the foul. And meanwhile, Evariste Shonganya has checked back into the game. Going out for DR Congo was Jack Kapongo Kabuya. So good job, Omont with 7 points. Again, kind of leading the way for this team, as well as Barr. Ball goes out of bounds. I mean, they're going to be locks to be in that South Sudan team at the World Cup. Good job, Padat Wang reaching in. Seeing better from him with the extended minutes today. So 2.5 minutes, all the good work for DR Congo in this first half is kind of unraveling here midway through the second quarter. Now a little bit of confusion as Gecko throws it out of bounds. And he got crossed up with Padet Wang. Oh, nice spin there, now into the lane. And instead of driving in, Raleigh Fula and Ganga puts up the long jumper. South Sudan now, Padet Wang, and that was long. Here he comes, Raleigh Fula and Ganga, and I think that's a charge. Or they're going to call the block. So the charge has indeed been called. And that's a good call. A little shaky so far, Raleigh Fula and Ganga. .148 remaining, timeout. South Sudan on top, 36-33 here in the Al Ittihad Stadium in Alexandria, Egypt.
Quand ils ont le pic là, ils font des fois feinte comme ça et ils reviennent là. Garmin, c'est bien, Théo. Et on se rappelle ici, on a deux joueurs là, il y en a un, celui de bas, il est là.
So can DR Congo kind of plug a few leaks here that is starting to send their ship underwater right before halftime? And you feel like right now South Sudan have figured out a few things. One of them is they're playing a much faster pace, a lot quicker movement, essentially just with more intensity. Omat from the right corner. Oh, how good has he been? He's been terrific today. Kamba from DR Congo. Well, there's another player that's confident, and the bank looked like it was going to be open, but it was not. Even so, South Sudan do not pick up the ball. I don't have a problem with Garmin Kande Kelly taking that shot because he's wide open. He's made one. It's in the flow of the game. But next time, maybe make that pass through. They get the interior pass. And, well, good rim protection at the end by Barr. Takes a shot to the face from his teammate, Omat. Yeah, Barr is just essential. In my opinion, he's their best pivot. Maybe a little bit undersized. Here's Ding for three. And again, Ding is just... he's just a winner, isn't he? I mean, he just comes out and makes shots. I mean, he's terrific. In his limited minutes, he produces. Kambe, spin, turn around. Eight points in just under 6 minutes for Ding. I mean, he just continues to produce with the minutes that he gets. Omat, nice little run that South Sudan are on right now. I mean, they were trailing at one point, 33-27 with 5:15 remaining. So they've outscored. They're on a 12-0 run right now. Democratic Republic of Congo have gone ice cold. They've gone 5 minutes without a point. And not surprisingly as well, Nuni Omo has been on the court for South Sudan. Well, what can't happen here is you can't turn it over and give South Sudan more points at bare minimum. You'd like to get a bucket here if you. So, opportunity was there and tried to make the right play. Kabuya didn't catch it cleanly. So disappointing finish to the first half for DR Congo, who for much of the first half were the better team, yet they're trailing by 8 points. Bizarre game. South Sudan, a little bit of wind in the sails now as they go to halftime. They lead it 41-33 over DR Congo. South Sudan picking it up a little bit. Their shooting percentage is high except from three-point range. Still getting beat on the glass, but look at that now. 5 more assists for South Sudan, sharing the basketball, and Omar with 9. What if that was part of the cheer? Come on, man, because we heard several players say that. Must be part of the cheer or part of the let's go get them phrase before you run out onto the court. The mantra. So DR Congo, South Sudan underway here in the second half in Alexandria, Egypt. South Sudan in the black, the Bright Stars. They've already qualified for the World Cup. And DR Congo come out and get a steal. So good work there. Sunday Deck, not sure what he was doing, but he just lost the ball, just had it taken away from him. And it was Jordan Sacco who elected not to dribble all the way down and try the dunk or the layup. I wonder what that whistle was for. Okay, so the referee blows his whistle because he wants to get some moisture because Jock went down. And I'll see if Jock is okay. Pump fake. And once again, 2 points for Ding. I've seen enough. That kid needs to play. I say kid. He's 29, so I probably shouldn't say that, but that man needs to play. Wide open shot for Sacco, and the offensive rebound. And then the help defense coming from Akuth gets the block. Nuni Omot. And this time the offensive rebound and put back by guess who? Ding. He's got 12 points. Ding leading South Sudan in scoring. Pulling up at the stripe, and one shot and out for Evariste Shonganya. And good defense. You feel right now that DR Congo are well and truly on the ropes. They need to stop, and they need some points. Entry pass, and Nuni Omot goes up for the layup. Malela Mochuale, spin move. Shonganya makes the pass to Sako. Hey, nice interior passing. I thought that was one pass too many at first from Evariste Shonganya. But he did get it to Sako, who's got a nice pair of hands on him, and he went up for the 2. So back to a 12-point deficit. Can they get a stop? Nuni Omot has a problem. And here's a break. Kambe. Oh, nice bounce pass again. Offensive rebound. How in the world did DR Congo not come away with points? Jordan Sako looks at the referee. Come on, he says. Blow the whistle, but it didn't look like a foul to me. Maybe it was. Sometimes Akuth tries to do too much. Needs to simplify his game a little bit. Here's Sako. Wants to suck it to him. Oh, nice pass, Sako. Pump fake. Oh, Shonganya, what are you doing? That is a layup that you have to make. Evariste Shonganya in a perfect position. You get the pass from Sako, you're right under the basket. You either lay it up or you dunk it. Look at that. He knows it. He's frustrated. Plays for CB Tizona. Boy, what a tough pass and tough catch that was. Entry pass down low. Shonganya again. This time he does go up and he makes it. That's more like it, Evariste. Got to concentrate. Finish that shot. Down to a 10-point lead. Now South Sudan. 3-point attempt. That's good. Making it look easy. Coming out. Stroking it. So that was Dean Angkok Yak Ding. His first 3-pointer of the game. Good hand. Sako turns, goes with the left hand. A lot of black shirts there for the rebound. And the reach and the foul on Malela Mochuale Balume. So Ding Angkok Yak Ding, who hit that last 3-pointer, 31 years of age with the New Zealand Breakers organization, and didn't even play yesterday against Senegal, but getting some minutes now. Nice decision. This time Ding unsuccessful, a rare occasion. Here he is again, and this time the 3-pointer goes, misses everything from Ding Angkok Yak Ding. First time he's ever played for this national team. Kamba. And getting back to that first quarter form when he did so well, stroking the 3, getting it back to a 10-point deficit. It's all about stops right now for this DR Congo team. Giving up a lot of space, though, and the wide open 3, and the stop is not what they get. Jock has done well today. He's got 9 points. Jordan Sacco, much better defense in this second half by South Sudan. That is Kor Niak Kuath. So Sunday deck goes out. And South Sudan getting the minutes for everybody right now. Entry pass and the scramble and the whistle blows once again. Yeah, who hasn't really done much today for South Sudan. In fact, he hasn't even played, is Kwani. So I guess the veteran being given the day off. Chonganya back outside. Mutuale gets blocked. Great play by Gakoth. Here comes Kerr. And the charge. Good job, Kabuya, getting back on defense. Well, it feels like he's worked hard today. Jack Kapongo Kabuya working hard on defense, and they're stepping in front of the South Sudanese Kor Niak Kuath, taking one for the team. 13-point deficit. I'll tell you what would be an interesting question as you look and you catch it down low. Oh, it almost went in. It almost went in for Kabongo Kabuya. In the end, he gets a couple of free throws. If you were to ask any coach if he could take control of any team that perhaps isn't even scratching the surface of its potential, like DR Congo, and have all the support and organization and practice and training time, which country would you choose to coach? We know that we know that there is a lot of talent in Africa right now. They've got the BAL. I think they're moving in the positive direction for a lot of these players getting opportunities. But again, you look at DR Congo, and this is a team that just looks like it has the players that can really compete if they can just get a little bit more organization. I mean, you look at how Guinea played at the last AfroBasket, and they advanced and they knocked out Rwanda. Granted, I think that was about as well as they could play. Although Zelko Zečević and Malik Kone, the coaches, they did a good job there, but they are struggling in these qualifiers. But that was an example of Guinea kind of coming out of nowhere, much like South Sudan. They've come out of nowhere. They've only became a country in 2011. It just goes to show how you could play. If you got talent, get some organization behind you, they qualify for the World Cup. Now the turnover. Well, DR Congo hanging in there, and I think some of that is because of Ding's decision to get to go deeper to his bench and to get some experience for some of these players. Although he does have Ding out there, so Pathet Wang back in the game. Here's Sacco. Well, they get an open look from three-point range. He rims out. Let's see if South Sudan can lower the boom. Ding, oh, nice spin. Nice pass out to Ding. And he banks it in. Ding just does Ding things. He just scores. It doesn't matter how he does it. Watch, he goes off the glass. Oh, no, it didn't. I thought it did. What was I thinking about? 56-42. Must have been the glare coming off the backboard. Ding, meanwhile, is having a terrific game. Again, against DR Congo. There he is. Wang, and how about that? Another three-pointer. And that second unit from South Sudan has completely opened this game up. So that was Ding is having a monster game. Padet Wang with the assist. Majak Ding with 18 points. Something about DR Congo brings out the best in him. He had 19 the first time these two teams met.
Il faut un choix, et Garmin, pardon, pour Eva. Ok, tu joues 4. Il faut un choix de trapper les postes. C'est un avantage pour nous. C'est un avantage. Donc on va faire 5 down. Jordan, tu vas te mettre là. Ok, Garmin, tu vas te mettre là. D'accord? Ok. Cette fois, Rolly, t'es en bas. Mathieu, t'es là. Hey, écoute-moi, t'es en top. Rolly, tu fais l'écran pour Malé. Malé, tu...
So I think the DR Congo have 3 players that were at the FIBA AfroBasket in 2021 that are in this team. Garmin Kande Kiele, Jordan Sacco, and Raleigh Fula Nganga. And you compare that to South Sudan. And I'm just talking about this in terms of like continuity and having the program and the players that you can depend on, making sure you want to build on each tournament. So South Sudan only have 4 players, it appears, in their team. So, and I guess that's another illustration of how much talent, how much depth they have. So 17 points. It was a long look on the face of Kambe as he was over there listening to his coach. And the shot had to go up as the shot clock was about to expire. Padet Wang with the lob. Well, that was a good try. And it's not, you know, it's not just tough for DR Congo. You look at Uganda. Also, they've had some good results over the years, but some really bad ones. And it seems like right now they're back into a bad phase. Of course, some of their talent playing in the American college system. Not able to play in these qualifiers. Also in the NBA. So Arthur Kaluma and Ish Wainwright not able to play for the team right now as they compete in these African qualifiers. But every country deals with certain issues. And this is the reach and the foul on Gatkoth. But yeah, this you look at this, almost very similar to yesterday's game for DR Congo. In the second half, they just lost their way completely. Yesterday, they had the great second quarter, today they had the really strong first quarter, but probably should have been up more than just 21-20. Today, you know, they've been outscored 39-21 since the start of the second quarter. In fact, 22 now with that made free throw. So timeout, 1:32 to go in this third quarter. Still not over. South Sudan with some work to do.
Les mains à main, on continue à passer au travers. Et par contre, quand je passe au travers, après je rattaque le porteur de balle, parce que si vous le regardez, il shoot. D'accord? Par contre, les écrans porteurs, on change. On change. Ensuite, si par exemple...
Listen, on offense, we're running double, right? We're running double. When you come off, you're rolling.
16 points the difference between these two teams in the Al Ittihad Stadium in Alexandria, Egypt. Remember, we've got Senegal and Tunisia squaring off after this one. Look at that beautiful molten basketball. Wouldn't you like to have one of those? You can erase this deficit if you're DR Congo, if you get stops and get some transition points. That's what you know that they would like to do, but now Barr has come back into the game. Here's Padet Wang, and Barr has it. That's not a good sign for DR Congo. He can do a lot of things out there to help his team win. Well, Padet Wang, well, you get the stop because South Sudan a little bit out of sync on offense. Sacco tries to make the pass. That's the right play, but they were alert. And quickly the other way now. Oh boy, look at that. Padet Wang has some speed, doesn't he? He's got the ball now. Here's Padet Wang dribbling up high. Final 19 seconds of the third quarter. He launches it high, arcing three, almost goes in. Look at Barr get in for the offensive rebound. Got to find somebody to put your body on. That was too easy. Of course, Ding Ding now used to be with New Zealand Breakers. Now he's with Illawarra Hawks. That's in Australia. Averaging 8.6 points, 1.18 assists, and 6.46 rebounds per game. This is the player that I find really interesting for this team. He is just a nuts and bolts glue player. And I bet if you talk to Luol Deng about this guy, he would say he is essential for us. Just plays a really smart game. Plays in Denmark for Horsens. Final seconds ticking off the clock. Kamba for three. It looks good, and it was just a little bit long. So 1.3 seconds remaining. 18 points separating these two teams. Gakuth lets it fly, and that's a little too much. Three quarters in the books. It's a 22-point lead for South Sudan. They're on top 61-43 over Democratic Republic of Congo. South Sudan rolling right now. Their shooting percentages up there, a lot to like. Here's a look back at the highlights, and while we look at those, I'll just read you some other numbers. So again, Majak Ding with 18 points, just doing a great job today in 15 minutes. I mean, you get that type of production in those minutes if you're Luol Deng, and really does make you happy. Haven't seen Bull Kuol since he left the game limping. Nuni Almont is maybe one of the top, maybe one of the most important 2 or 3 players in this team. He's on the bench now with 11 points, only 2 of 7 from the floor today, but 6 of 6 at the line. Kwani has not played today. Ding Akuth, 4 points, 3 rebounds. 15 for Machu Kamba is leading South Sudan. Scanning that barcode to get the Courtside 1891 app in your smartphone. Video stream, schedule, scores, and more. So what's become a problem now for DR Congo has been the offensive rebounds for South Sudan, who now have 9 of their 19 rebounds. Excuse me, 9 of their 28 rebounds coming on the offensive glass. Well, it was a mid-range, short rather, air ball. Oh, Padet Wang, nice turn, just the layup. He's been very good in the second half. 4 points for Padet. There's Fula, who led the team against Cameroon. And another air ball, and it actually fell to Fula. So that was Arsene Mwamba with the air ball, and we're going to have another timeout. 20 points the difference. Still 9 minutes to save this for DR Congo, but they are right now, their World Cup hopes are on a respirator.
Okay. Mathieu, allez où là? Jordan, tu screen là, on essaie de donner là, ou Jordan, tu flash, on a 2 secondes, il y a 2 secondes. Okay. Screen here for Jordan. Les Mathieu là. Sauf si tu as le aller où bien. Arsène, tu viens là. Comme ça, si tout le monde est bouché, tu viens là. Ok? Tu là? Yes. Et tu flashes. Parce qu'il y a Garmin. Boum, boum, catch and shoot. Ok, ensuite, oh! Attaque de zone. On fait chest. Jordan, tu prends le gars du côté. D'accord? Mathieu, le shooter ici. Ok? Là, tu viens là et Garmin, tu prends un baseline. Tu fais 2 pas, Mathieu, passe, et après on joue sur le triangle ici.
Handoff, this guy's clearing out. The force coming here is slipping.
Second one,
And then you have the right hand.
Second one.
Coach, please. Let's go. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Win.
So, Luol Deng, remember, chance for them to run some plays, get experience, and they've got a game tomorrow. And Sacco kind of fell asleep, didn't remember how much time was on the shot clock. Just can't imagine that would happen coming out of a timeout, but it did. Barr just gets hammered as he goes up by Garmin. Garmin Kande Kiali. Ooh. And full marks to him for just kind of walking away. That was a bit ridiculous. Looks like he's lost something in his hair. Or no, he's saying, shouldn't I be going to the free throw line? They want to see if it was an unsportsmanlike foul, maybe. Well, meanwhile, Guinea leading Nigeria 18-17, trying to put paid to their faint hopes of moving through to the World Cup. What a disappointing campaign it's been for Nigeria. Who saw that coming? I think that's the right thing. I think you need to look at that and see if that's an unsportsmanlike. So I'm glad they're over there looking at that. Is this a basketball play? Ask yourself, is this a basketball play? I mean, he takes the pump fake, so that's understandable. He leaves his feet. And it's just, what does he do after? Well, he was already going straight at him. But the sheer physicality of it makes me wonder if they're going to call the unsportsmanlike. Let's have a look. They've put their heads together. Yes, indeed. So 2 free throws, Barr, and then they will get possession. Well, tough play for Garmin. Plays in Spain with CB Tizona, Garmin Kande Kieli, and Barr showing here that, you play professionally in Denmark, and while it doesn't have the same ring as a place like Spain or France, perhaps Turkey, Greece, whatever, I mean, there's some good basketball that's played up there. He is a very nice player. Which I think says something about Danish basketball, perhaps. Here is a three-pointer, no good. Good hustle. And look at that. The dunk. Patted Wang showing some hops. He's got 6 points. And this has turned into a blowout, a rout, and again, a chance. And a lot of this is with some of the players that have not been, on the other end of the bench. Not the first choice players you would think. They've come out and made the most of their opportunity. 3-point shot is good. Now the dive, and Kamba taking it down, and strong attempt. DR Congo, you don't want to let the defense get set, but they have. Now they're going to run it again. Down 20 points. And the reach and the foul, so free throws coming for Fula. Fula takes his time and rattles in the second one, and back to an 18-point deficit. If there's any loss of concentration here by South Sudan, this DR Congo team can make a little run. Let's see if they haven't seen it from this unit. They've been good. Oh, look at Patty Wang shaking and baking, and then passes out to the perimeter. And an offensive rebound and putback. Nope, ball did not go down. Now Garmin has it. And, oh, Garmin Kande Kiele, you had it. It was right in your hands, and got to hold, catch the ball before you make the move. Fits and starts. We see good play from this DR Congo team, and on their day they could come out and compete with any team in Africa, and we thought we were going to get that today in the first half. Sako reaches in and commits the foul on Barr. Three-point shot, nope. There is Ding, knocking it down. Ding, ding. Pump fake. Sako, and he goes back up and scores. So DR Congo have gotten to the 50 mark. Can they go on a little bit of run here? They're running out of time to make this interesting at the end. Ding Ding thinks about it, decides to turn, shoot, and Barr chases down the long rebound. Look at the pass and the handoff, and Padet Wang gratefully accepts the pass, goes up and lays it up and in. Just kind of floats in. 17 assists now for South Sudan. And Barr in his limited minutes has been really good. 8 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. Mutuale. Padet Wang has got the moves, doesn't he? Look at Barr again, just gets it into a perfect position. Nice and selfish play, wide open. And Padet Wang comes in for the offensive rebound, but not able to collect it, not able to corral it. Sako thinking he was fouled. Now they turn it over. Fula. Fool him once, fool him twice, and then Fula's pass goes off of Mutuale, who tries to commit the foul. I don't know why DR Congo are willing to foul so much. So timeout on the court here late in the game, and South Sudan in complete command. They lead it 70-50 over DR Congo.
men. Si c'est men. D'accord? On reprend. Chest avec Eva. Là, on a shooter, et Gullit, tu prends la baisse. D'accord? Ou fister. Allez, bam, on lâche fister, c'est bon, Gullit. Ok, fister. Simple. Si c'est zone, on a chest, Eva, tu te mets en haut, et Gullit, tu te mets en bas. Et on a fist. Sur fist, Eva, mets-toi du même côté que Maléla, et Gullit, viens faire l'écran là. Comme ça, on a 2 shooters ici. Ok? Je vous répète qu'en défense, on switch. C'est clair? Les gars, on finit bien. Hein. Allez, 4 minutes. Allez, sous les 10. Là. Allez, go. Allez, sous les 10 points. Allez.
So final 4 minutes, 21 seconds of this African qualifier here in Alexandria. South Sudan on top by 20. DR Congo putting it up from the right corner, and it's good. Well, who knows? Maybe we'll see a little rally. Anybody in here with the rally caps on? That was Jack Kapongo Kabuya getting it back to a 17-point deficit. But they got to get a stop here. The alley-oop pass! And we're not having any of that. No comebacks, says Kur Niak Kuath. And if I'm being honest, and you know I'm being honest, you'd have to say, oh, well, they are making inroads now down to 16 points. This second unit from South Sudan really has been better today than the first unit. Gakuth, and he hits a 3. I think they've given Coach Luol Deng and Royal Ivy, who's watching, no doubt, from afar, some good food for thought. I think some of these guys are real contenders, potentially, for the team that plays at the World Cup. There'll be a lot of, they'll have the game tomorrow. And let's hope that some of these guys get a lot of minutes tomorrow as well, just to see what they can do. Gakuth. I mean, they have a lot of options to consider. Kabuya. And the lob, nope. Oh, so that's a 17-point deficit. I thought they got it to 16. Anyway, Padet Wang called a foul. So South Sudan, in terms of leaders, the players that have played the most games, I mean, Omar's going to make the team. Kwani you would think would make the team. He's played 10 games. Deng Akuth has played 10 games. I don't think he's been great here, but I mean, I'm not saying he shouldn't be in the team. Gakuth has played 10 games, and Padet Wang has played 10 games. Padet Wang, though, doesn't get that many minutes. Maybe he should get some more minutes. Coach Barr's played 9 games. He's a lock for the team for me. So you got Sunday Deck, Bar Kual, 7 games. Bar Kual for me is a lock. Deng for me, Majak Deng is a lock, 7 games.
Right. Just work your way down. I'm going to have you here this time. Right? Quad, you're here. Right? Padid, you're just going to cross screen. Right? Let him come in a post.
But I would assume there's going to be a lot of options.
Coming off, by this time you're working your way down. Right? You're coming off, set a screen for Deng right here. Coach, right? Coach. All right, okay, we are coming. Hey, listen, let's get out of the 2-3. Let's go ahead, come on. Hey, win, defense.
So the ball goes out of bounds. 2 minutes and 37 seconds remaining. And are we going to have any more highlights from these Bright Stars? Because we've seen quite a few here in this fourth quarter. Here's Padet Wang. Gets in, floats in, scores. There is the drive, and now at mid-court, 3-on-2 break. Ball knocked away, minute and a half remaining. Oh, entry pass. Fula from the wing. So South Sudan, having been in celebratory mood yesterday, come out, look at Barr showing his three-point shooting. That guy just does everything. You can only be impressed. I can't say it enough. Really like what he's done with this team. Well, they're staying with it. Fula puts it up, and South Sudan, another rebound, up 22 points. Another lob, another dunk. Well, we knew there was going to be another play that we want to talk about. Look at this. Padet Wang says, go up and get it, big fella. And Curran Kuath knows exactly what to do with it. Just throw it near the rim. From the wing, it's good, the three-pointer, and it's probably going to be it. South Sudan don't need to take a shot here because the shot clock will expire, although you never know. Padet Wang will probably dribble it out, and that's exactly what he does. (82-61), folks. And South Sudan, another reason to celebrate, kind of reconfirming yesterday's win. They are on a roll. They have won for the 10th time in 11 games. Didn't look as promising early on in this game, but Luoding's team able to turn things around. And South Sudan get just a huge win on the scoreboard, 82-61. So there you have it, folks. The numbers do not lie in the end. South Sudan just 2 less rebounds. That was an area where DR Congo were really giving themselves a chance early on in the game. Kamba had the 18 points. Majok Ding with 18. And just the points spread across the board for South Sudan. This emerging powerhouse in Africa. Exciting to see. So the highlights, as you look at those, we'll just again go over with this South Sudan team, remembering how this began rolling to a victory over Rwanda, winning over Tunisia. I think that was a real signature win, beating the African champions, the team that beat them at the AfroBasket, then winning over Cameroon. South Sudan going to 4-0 with another win over Rwanda, beating Tunisia again to get the sweep, and that was the real Tunisia team with all their big guns. 75-61, that was on July 2nd, and then winning over Cameroon again to go to 6-0. The only slip-up came against Senegal. That was in Monastir on August 26th. But then South Sudan bounced back against this very DR Congo team, won it convincingly, and then they beat Egypt, who the other African team already qualified for the World Cup. And then they followed up yesterday's win over Senegal with the trouncing of DR Congo today. So they'll wrap things up again tomorrow against Egypt. And I would hope that Egypt would want to come out and really put in a strong performance, because they were whipped in Tunisia by this South Sudan team back on August 28th, 85-65. But the reality is South Sudan have been, I would suggest, the real story in the African qualifiers, making it to the World Cup for the first time, and doing so by playing with a lot of zest, a lot of panache, a lot of crowd-pleasing, high-flying basketball. But also, at the end of the day, you can see how they're growing as a team. They're passing. You know, I think what they're doing right now is they're still figuring some things out in terms of, like, maybe rotation. Having seen how this second team played today, I'm not convinced that some of these guys ought to be getting more minutes, but that's up to Coach Ding and Royal Ivy. But they have definitely got talent in abundance in the South Sudan team. So these are the standings after the win. South Sudan go to 10-1, and DR Congo fall to 4-7. More basketball coming your way. You can see that from Africa now, Cote d'Ivoire, South Sudan, and Egypt are the three teams from Africa to have qualified for the World Cup. 9 teams from Europe, 2 from the Americas, Canada, USA, and Asia. 5 of the 6 teams have qualified, and of course that's not including the Philippines and Japan, who are hosting the event. Coming up next, hope you'll join us, Senegal and Tunisia.